Hi, my name is John. I'm a librarian at ZSR. In this video, we're going to talk about how to build an advanced search in EBSCO databases. This video assumes that you've already watched our last video on using EBSCO databases to find scholarly journal articles. If you haven't seen that one, watch it first before coming back here. We're going to start this video right on the EBSCO search interface. You'll remember that we're trying to answer the research question, what impact does caffeine consumption have on college students? And we're searching in 4 EBSCO databases: Academic Search Premier, Health Source Consumer Edition, Health Source Academic/Nursing Edition, and APA PsycInfo. Our results were limited to scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles from the last 20 years. This time, before we dive right into this search, let's take a closer look at our search options. We have 3 fields for keywords. We can use these drop-downs to specify that our keywords should appear only in a specific part of our results, like in the title of an article, for instance. The keywords are separated by what we call Boolean operators, and, or, and not. We can use these Boolean operators to tie different keywords together, or cut certain irrelevant words out of our results. Thinking about these tools we have, let's take a second to plan a good search strategy. Consider the important keywords in our research question. Last time we used caffeine and college students. They're connected with the Boolean operator and. That means every result that we get will include at least one instance of both of our keywords. That's what we want, so we'll leave it the way it is. Maybe we should try cutting out some irrelevant results too. Since we know that we won't want any results that talk about the effects of combining energy drinks and alcohol, let's plan to exclude the word alcohol from this search. To do that, I'll use the word alcohol here as a keyword, and then use the Boolean not. That tells our search not to include any results that match this keyword. Let's do another trick with Boolean operators. Using the Boolean or can be a good way to search for synonyms of your keywords. For instance, we're looking for information about college students, but what if a good article out there uses the term undergraduates to describe the same group of people? Inside my search box, we can type or undergraduates to search for both terms interchangeably. When we do this, we want to put college students inside quotation marks. That tells the search to consider the phrase as a single keyword instead of 2 separate keywords, college and students. Now we've got college students, one keyword, or undergraduates, an alternative keyword. Now let's try something a little more advanced. When we search for the word caffeine, it only searches for that specific word. It won't search for related words like caffeination or caffeinated, which may be relevant to our topic. We can use what's called a wildcard operator to pull in those other keywords. All we have to do is use an asterisk to stand in for the part of the word that changes. By putting the asterisk here at the end of the word, it'll search for every word that begins with caffein, including caffeine, caffeination, and caffeinated. Here's our search. Caffeine with a wildcard, and the phrase college students or undergraduates, not alcohol. Let's try it. Here we go. Well, except I forgot to limit our results to just scholarly articles from the last 20 years like last time. That's okay because I can still filter all my results using these filters on the left. I'll just make those adjustments now. You can always use these filtering tools to narrow a search after it's done. All your current filters can be viewed in this box on the left. Now let's look at our results. As you can see, some of the articles are highly relevant and some aren't relevant at all. To refine our search even more, let's scroll through the results and see what words are being used in the subjects field to describe the relevant articles. In this case, you'll notice that the most relevant articles use the subject terms caffeine and college students. That tells us that caffeine and college students are in the controlled vocabulary terms used to describe articles that address our research question. So let's go back to our search fields and change the drop-down boxes beside the first 2 lines to subject terms. This will tell EBSCO to look for these keywords within the subjects field specifically. Let's try this updated search. Now this looks like a better set of results. You'll remember that in our last video, we finished with almost 300 articles. It can be a real pain to sift through that many articles to find the most relevant ones. Now we've got less than 40 articles. We can scan through those much quicker. And in the process, we've cut out many irrelevant articles and pulled in some relevant ones that we were missing before. When you start your search with a good strategy, finding the most relevant articles is way easier. Also remember that sometimes you need to update your search to get the best results. If you see a bunch of irrelevant articles, give it a new keyword to cut out. If you aren't getting enough results, add a new synonym to broaden your scope. Doing a good search takes trial and error every time. That's it for this video. If you have questions about searching library databases, email us at AskZSR.wfu.edu. That's AskZSR.wfu.edu. See you next time.